Yesterday I was reflecting on life, as I do, and I was thinking about all of the different major things that have happened in my life in the past 2 years. And honestly, I could probably go past 2 years and I would probably find this pattern, but what finally clicked for me was that God really does have a bigger plan for all of us. And in the moment, we're not going to see it. And if you do see it, then wow, you're lucky. But for the most part, like, you're not going to understand why certain things are being brought into your life, or why you're having to go through something, or why you were given an opportunity, or why you weren't given an opportunity. You know, I've been struggling with my career a lot. Like, I feel like that has been a big area of stress and uncertainty. And I think that that's very common in this generation. I'm sure that there's many people that feel like their career is like the number one, or like one of the number one things that is just like consistently impacting them or confusing them. Like, I just think about my last job and how when I was working, like, I really hated it. It was honestly in my internship when I realized, like, I can't do corporate 9 to 5. Like, I really can't. And I know that I probably sound like a broken record, not even because of my own channel, but I know that this is a really hot topic everywhere. I'm seeing all these people like quit their jobs and like taking that leap of faith that they're gonna figure out what to do, and I'm rooting for them. Like, I'm following them because I'm like, let me know how that works so that I can do it too. I really feel like God chose this career path for me for a reason. I remember like the first 6 months of that internship, like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I love learning new things. I love learning new processes. Whenever I started this, like, my internship, it was like my first exposure to the corporate world, and anything that I'm being exposed to for the first time, like, I'm gonna just like soak it all up and just like take it all in. And so that's what I did, and I learned so much and I really enjoyed it. And then after the 6 months, I was like, oh, I get why people hate this. And it was right then where I was like, I don't know if I can do this forever. Like, at that point I was like 21, I want to say, and I was like, oh my god, like, I'm gonna have to do this for the next 40 something years. Like, who does that? Who's gonna sit there and do that for 40 years? Like, to this moment, I don't understand that. There's absolutely no way. Anyways, and so I was like, okay, I need to figure out a way out of this. Like, I was like, if only I could just like get income and not have to work, and then I would be able to like work on like all of the goals that I have, like with like social media, or like I could start like freelancing and doing something else, or I could do I don't know, like, I was like, if I didn't have a job but I also got like this free income stream, like that would be it. Like, that's what I need. And so that's what happened. I ended up getting laid off, and I was on unemployment for 6 months, and I was getting a paycheck from unemployment, and honestly, it was like covering my expenses. And because of what I was getting paid while I was there, like, I was getting like more like the top of the range of the unemployment check. And I think that God did all of that for a reason. Like, I think that God was like, all right, girl, like, you think that this is what you need, and this is what's going to be the thing that makes you make a move and start really working towards your dreams. So, all right, here you go. I'm gonna give this to you. The layoff, oh my gosh, it sounds so crazy, but like, the layoff really was a blessing. Like, I think that God was like, all right, here, right? I was like, okay. And of course, in that 6 months, because I was living the life that I've always wanted to live, you know, like being able to make like a passive income without having to do anything, and being able to wake up and do whatever I wanted every day. It's so crazy because I remember saying so many times, like, that's just what I want to do. I just want to wake up and do whatever I want to do every day, and just like money not be an issue. And for 6 months, that's really what happened. And of course, that's still the dream right now, but it's gonna take some time before we get there. I remember like reaching the end of my 6 months, and I was like, oh my god, like, I just like wasted all that time. Like, I did work on some things during that time, but like, it wasn't to the point where like I know what I'm capable of. Like, I know that I'm capable of like really putting in the work, and like, I didn't do that. And then I ended up getting the job that I have right now literally 6 months to the day after I got laid off. I got my last unemployment check like the first week of my new job. Like, everything aligned perfectly. Like, scarily perfectly. Like, it was really weird because it all aligned so perfectly. Like, I remember being in my interview process and I was like, let go, let God. Like, I'm gonna pray on it. Like, if God wants this for me, then I'm gonna get it. If he doesn't, I'm not. And that was the end of it. I was like, I'm not gonna stress about this. I'm not gonna spend extra time like overthinking my interview answers or anything. Like, I'm just gonna go into it, be myself, and that's it. And so I wasn't stressed at all. I went through that interview process and I did great, honestly. I mean, I ended up getting the job. But what's crazy is, I don't know if I've even shared this yet, but like, they ended up giving the offer to another person. And then that person ended up taking another offer from another company. And so they came back to me and was like, sorry, actually, we want you. And I was like, interesting. Like, because I was like, God wants this for me. God wants this for me. And because of that, I was able to not necessarily negotiate, but like, it wasn't even that. It was like, because they wanted to give me the best offer possible. And so like, God put me in a good position for that. God helped me get that. Like, I know that if you're not like a believer in God, this might be a lot for you. You probably already clicked off. But if you get me, you get me. And because all of this was happening so seamlessly, for some reason, I was under the impression that I was going to start the job and I was going to love it. Because I was like, okay, God wants this for me. It happened the exact way it needed to. There's so many signs and alignment. Like, this is meant for me. Like, I was like, this it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Y'all. It hasn't been good. I don't want to go into too many details because I don't want to complain, because I do feel like a lot of people are going through it right now with their careers and with jobs and the job market. And so I do recognize that I'm very lucky and blessed to be employed right now, but it isn't good. And I'm really struggling. Like, really, really, really struggling. Definitely the most that I have in my entire like career, or like working career, like including school, including all of that type of like section of life. This is definitely the most difficult. I find that crazy because of this was like the first time where I was like, things are aligned. Like, this is mine. Like, I know that God put this in my hand for a fact. Like, no one can tell me different. Like, I don't even care to hear anyone's opinion on it, because I know this for a fact. Like, that was my energy behind it. Then yesterday I was like really thinking about it and like just like reflecting, and I was like, God did this because like he threw me in the deep end, y'all. Like, I am in the deep end right now. And I know that sounds so dramatic because there's a million bigger problems in the world. Like, I'm not like naive enough to not know that, but like, when it comes to my own challenges and the things that I've been through, like, I can say that like, I really do feel like he threw me into the deep end, and I'm kind of just like out there searching for relief, and it's not gonna come anytime soon. So yesterday I was like thinking about it, and I was like, God did that because he knows that I'm capable, and because he knows that this is what I'm gonna need to officially break out of it and make the moves that I've always wanted to make. And I say that because like, he did grant me those 6 months of freedom, and it was kind of just like, okay, girl, like, this is what you want, right? Okay, then prove it. And I didn't. It's like, I know that he's putting me through this because he knows that I'm capable of it. And there's a part of me that's like, dang, like, it's really backwards, I feel like sometimes, the way that I think about it, but like, it's like he really loves me, because if he didn't, which I mean, of course he does, but if he didn't, I don't think that he would make it this difficult. I think that he would just like give me something really easy, and then I just move on with my life and just like do the repeat cycle that everyone else does every day. And like, but I think that he sees that I can do it. And so even though like right now, like life is really hard, there's gotta be a reason for it, right? And like, I feel like I'm starting to understand the pattern. I'm starting to understand that like right now I'm going through something, and in a couple years it's gonna make 100% sense why I had to go through it. And like there's a bigger plan that I'm just like not fully aware of. But I have to play my part. Meaning I have to wake up every day and I have to try. Like if God's gonna grant me all of these things, the least that I could do is show up and go through it. And that's so difficult. It's so difficult. Like I wish that I could explain to you like in detail why, but like I just like don't want to come on here and like completely complain, because like I feel like it's also very subjective. Like I feel like things that I would struggle with is going to be very different than the things that you would struggle with. I think everyone has their own different challenges, and it's very dependent on who you are as a person. Like what's really easy for me could be really difficult for you, and what's difficult for you could be nothing for me. So like there's a chance I could tell you everything and you're like, girl, you're like, life is easy for you. Like look at my problems, you know? And I'm, like I said, very subjective. So yeah, I just want this to be a reminder for you that like there's a bigger plan. There's a bigger plan out there for you, and God is there holding your hand. And even when you're going through something so difficult, and you're like questioning everything, think about, what is this trying to teach me? How is this going to make me grow as a person? What is like the light at the end of the tunnel? Because there's got to be something. There's got to be something at the very end of it. And I'm in the thick of it, but I'm going to make it out. It's almost like that's the whole point, right? Like God wouldn't put me in this if there wasn't a way out. There has to be a way out.